Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Man, this is some shoddy camera work. English bitter. Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday, fellas. Nothing earth-shattering for this episode. I just didn't want to skip a week. Done too many of those over the last year, so I'm trying to stay a little more consistent in 2017. Not that I have a whole bunch of important shit to talk about, but I'll talk about homebrew. So, just loving here on a little bit of a Punch and Judy version. Hell, I don't know. It's been actually no. This is the Pantry ESB, so this is the one I can't make again. Digging it. So no brewing since last week. I still have old school double IPA version, probably 5, sitting in the fermenting bucket right now. I did a gravity sample and it is not, well, here, I'll just show you. I don't know if you can read that, but it's the OG was 1078 and that was 10 days ago or 11 days ago. And yesterday I checked the gravity and it was at 1006. So if my math is right, that means it's going to be a 9.5% beer, which was certainly not what I was shooting for. I think old school usually is about 8.5 to 8.7. So I did the taste and, you know, it was pretty bitter, a little more bitter than it normally is. But, you know, I'm fermenting with, or I'm bittering with Magnum, which I don't normally do. I normally just do small increments of quarter-ounce additions of Simcoe and Citra throughout the boil. So we're trying this to see how it goes because I'm trying to be experimental. And yeah, it's a little more bitter than I'm used to. So I don't know. We'll see. Once we get it, it's dry hopping right now. I put 2 ounces of Citra and 1 ounce of Magnum in it yesterday after I checked the gravity. And I'm probably going to let it go for a couple more days. So get a total of 3. And then I'm going to throw it in the fridge and cold crash it for, you know, as long as I can wait. And then I'll put it in the keg and see what happens. Still have the Vernal Equinox, the Trash ESB, and the Remorseful Leprechaun on tap. Potentially the guy whose recipe Vernal Equinox will come see me this weekend and try some beer out. If not, more for me and more for some of you guys. So I'll bottle some of that stuff up. What else is going on? Did some bottle cleaning, you know, trying to clean house and save money and wash those things. So I'll have some. I need to get some more bottle caps. Some bottle caps are running a little low, if you can see that. I'm just kind of all over the place today. This is a random, not very well planned out Homebrew Wednesday, but I don't know. Sometimes those are cool too. Let's go here in the other room. So this weekend, Tyler and I are supposed to be doing the collaboration brew. So I'm hoping that goes. We tried to do it this weekend, but life kind of got in the way. So wasn't able to knock it out on Sunday like we'd planned. So we're going to try to reboot for this Sunday. Apologies again for my last Homebrew Wednesday because I misspoke and said that Floor Sweepers Union was from Australia when I missed that by I don't know how many miles it is from Australia to New Zealand. Must be a lot, but he's from New Zealand, and I believe that's where the famous home of the Panheads supercharger too. So and Paul Wicksteed. So anyway, cheers, Mr. Pierce. Sorry about that. And what else? Yeah, just not a whole lot this week. Did see that Carlisle Smith looks to be back on the net. That's cool. I have a lot of new folks that I've subbed to go check out. There was a lot of unpleasant trees going on back and forth with you know, cheap liquor dudes and some guy named 8-Bit Chicken. So I got to go check out his site. And I looked at one of his, he did some guitar response and it was pretty funny. So I'm going to go check that out. He looks to have a pretty good sense of humor. So I'm excited to check out some of his videos. Other than that, let's see. I don't know if whenever Josh Hoover sees this, but you know, we've been talking about doing your brew. I actually have one of my office mates is supposed to be bringing in some. He and a buddy are partners in like a local Virginia gourmet coffee like bean shop. they get kind of gourmet exotic coffees and they crush them up and they sell them as fresh bags. So he said he's going to bring me a vacuum sealed bag of coffee. I know that on one of your beer recipes you gave me, there was a coffee malt. I'm going to try instead to use this regular coffee to figure out how to do that. So if you've got any suggestions, go ahead and throw that down in the comments. And if you haven't checked out Josh Hoover's website, Man Bear Pig 1122334455. I don't think there's a 66. I'll try to put his link in the bottom. Go check him out. He does some pretty good beer reviews. But anyway, he gave me a recipe for a good Red X IPA. I like what I've tasted with Red X, both in his beer and in a Remorseful Leprechaun Irish Red that I did. So I'm going to try that out after this collaboration beer I'm going to do with Everdy Home Brewing this weekend. So, wow, I'm already at 5 minutes. This will be a short one. Hey, cheers, guys. As always, look forward to seeing all your videos. Don't have a fancy saying. I would just say have yourself a happy homebrew and a very happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers.